Hello, and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be finishing Acts chapter 19. I'm going to read verses 33 through 41, starting with the English Standard Version. Some of the crowd prompted Alexander, whom the Jews had put forward, and Alexander motioning with his hand, wanted to make a defense to the crowd, but when they recognized that he was a Jew, for about 2 hours they all cried out with one voice, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." And when the town clerk had quieted the crowd, he said, "Men of Ephesus, who is there who does not know that the city of the Ephesians is temple keeper of the great Artemis, and of the sacred stone that fell from the sky? Seeing then that these things cannot be denied, you ought to be quiet and do nothing rash. For you have brought these men here who are neither sacrilegious nor blasphemers of our goddess." And therefore Demetrius and the craftsmen who with him have a complaint against any. If Demetrius and the craftsmen with him have a complaint with anyone, the courts are open, and there are proconsuls. Let them bring charges against one another. But if you seek anything further, it shall be settled in a regular assembly. For we really are in danger of being charged with rioting today, since there is no cause that we can give to justify this commotion. And when he had said these things, he dismissed the assembly. New Century Version. They put a man named Alexander in front of the people, and some of them told him what to do. Alexander waved his hand so that he could explain things to the people. But when they saw that Alexander was a Jew, they all shouted the same thing for 2 hours. "Great is Artemis of Ephesus." Then the city clerk made the crowd be quiet. He said, "People of Ephesus, everyone knows that Ephesus is a city that keeps a temple of the great goddess Artemis and her holy stone that fell from the heaven. Since no one can say that this is not true, you should be quiet, stop, and think before you do anything. You brought these men here, but they have not said anything evil against our goddess or stolen anything from her temple. If Demetrius and those who work with him have a charge against anyone, they should go to the courts and judges where they can argue with each other. If there is something else you want to talk about, it can be decided at the regular town meeting of the people. I say this because some people might see this trouble today and say that we are rioting. We could not explain this because there is no real reason for this meeting." After the city clerk said these things, he told the people to go home. Okay, so here we have a bit of an explanation from yesterday. Paul did not speak here, but what we do have is someone saying, "Hey, there is really no reason for us to be here. We, the people that live in this city, could be charged with rioting because there is no real reason for being here at this place." So he was telling everyone, if you have a legitimate dispute, we have these avenues. Go to one of these avenues and settle your dispute there. Well, today we have the same thing. We have courts, we have town hall meetings, we have all sorts of things where disputes can be settled. And yet some people still choose to riot for this reason or that reason. There are religious riots and all that as well. If there is no legitimate reason for them, Things need to be settled in their appropriate places. God has set that stuff in motion even back in the time of Moses. He set judges in motion for that reason. So, do everything according to God's will. If you know that what you're doing could possibly get you in trouble and there is no real reason for you to do what you're doing, think about it and find the proper avenue to do it. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.